Thank you, Master. Love you, Master. Welcome to Rich TV Telugu. Universal Life School presents fifth dimensional meditation with ascended masters like Adama Master, Saint Germain Master, Babaji, Ramta Master, and all ascended other Telos Masters. We are reading Telos Volume 3, uh, Protocols of the Fifth Dimension, and the author is Arulya Louis Jones. She is the author, Masters. So we are in the protocols right now, the protocols, but we are in the chapter 6. So everybody who can be in the meditative state, please be in the meditative state, or you can just listen to the audio masters. But these are the very wonderful sessions we are doing through Universal Life School to spread the light, to be in the ascended state all the time so that we can do the practical ascension and ascend in the later. Because we are born on this planet for this only, masters. We are from Lemuria and we got this knowledge because we are Lemurians and we are going to go back to Lemuria. I mean to Telos. The past Lemuria is present Telos, master. It's under Mount Shasta. So please be concentrating and listen to this so that you can feel that energy going from the Sahasra to the body, and you can feel that Telos. You can feel, if you visualize, you can feel the Telos within you. Thank you, Masters. Chapter 6. The magic, the magic you once knew. So this is the chapter who is giving Antaras Master. The child of innocence you once embodied is now longing to play again. Though in our realm, we are responsible nature beings and always in the service of the Creator, there is always an aspect of us that maintains a playful nature. Antaras. Antaras Master has given this quotation, but this is the magic has been given by Antaras. The blue dragon speaks. She is the blue dragon. He or she, I don't know, but he is a blue dragon. Antaras, greetings, my beloved. I am so happy to reconnect with your heart to heart. So they are connecting always with the art masters, heart to heart chakra. So you have to be always connected through the heart to the great ascended masters so that you can receive that knowledge, you can apply in daily lives and do the practical ascension and ascend. Uh, that has been done by our great master Vishwam Master Garu before only, and he has been ascended. So later we got this knowledge through Telos Books Masters to us so that everybody can do it. It's very easy, but it should be like practical. You should practice it day by day. Arulya Master is asking, yes, I am so happy to do this again with you. You know, our first little talk published in Telos Volume 2 made you famous. You are now known in many countries of the world. You won the hearts of so many, and our little talk became one of the favorite chapters in Volume 2. You have become almost as popular as Adama with that one little chapter. So, Antaras Master, he has a dragon. So, that has been mentioned in Volume 2 Master. So, it has been famous. So, because of that only, the Antaras Master and the Arulya Master became famous like Adama Master, the great ascended Master, Adama Master. Antaras, I rejoice that our little talk has brought back so much of hope for more magical future in the heart of so many. I know that almost everyone who has read the chapter has really enjoyed it. The goal was to bring back into their consciousness a feeling of that magic that once so real and so natural as way of life for all the humanity before the fall in consciousness. You know very well that in our dimension there is no such thing as competition of any kind. Everyone rejoices with the success of everyone else. And because we do not live in the consciousness of duality, there is no such thing as better or worse than. We never compare levels of popularity under any circumstances. In our state of oneness, we thrive in the beauty and joy what it is. In your dimension, duality, the spirit of competition and the judgments that as better or less than have brought to all of you great suffering over the eons of time. This has been served an enlightened purpose. It kept our in separation and pain. It is time for all of you to again embrace the spirit of oneness and let go of the duality and drama completely, a true 100%. Arulya, yes, I miss the magic. I'm fed up with the separation and limitation. I miss being able to manifest the life of ease and grace that ascended civilizations enjoy. I long for the full return of my spiritual gifts, My goal is to walk the earth once again in the full magnificence, innocence, and beauty of my Godhead. I know this is coming for me. This is the reason for this incarnation to balance and heal the thousands of incarnations I've had there for very long. I want to come home to the land of love and light where the only kinds of tears that exist are tears of pure joy and ecstasy. My whole being is longing for home. Antaras Master. How can I help you today, or how can I help your dream more magic into your life? You know, conscious dreaming and the right use of the imagination are the first steps in manifestation. Arulya Master, I want to fly again on the wings of a dragon, your wings, if I may wish. I want to cross the oceans on the back of a winged horse like Pegasus. I also want to explore all the magical kingdoms on the back of a unicorn and dance with the fairies and gonies in the magical forest. I also want to play with the lions and the tigers, gently pull their whispers. Antaras, my dear, your inner child, the child of innocence you embodied, is now longing to play again. This is a good sign. It shows that you are now more ready than ever before to let go of the rigid structures of your dimension and start playing like a beloved child of the universe. Though in our realm we are responsible, mature beings and always in the service of the Creator, there is always an aspect of us that maintains a playful nature. You have done all these things in the past that you are longing to do, and you have done them for eons of time. And so, those who will read these lines, it will surprise you to know that even as we speak, there is another aspect of you in the higher realms that delights herself in engaging, amusing herself to the arts of content in all magical activities you have mentioned. This is innocent and impublished, a childlike aspect of the two Adama and Anamar love you very much, and that knows only love and joy. Her time is spent in nourishing and guiding with her love the beings of great number of magical kingdoms. Everyone has such an aspect, not just you. This is an aspect that you're longing to reconnect with the more consciously. Know that you connect with this aspect very often in your dream state, and often you go at night and many great fantastic adventures. When I mentioned using the imagination, I'm not kidding. Imagination is such a wondrous doorway. It is impossible to imagine something that does not exist somewhere outside your consciousness mind. It is a heart and not mind that you knows it all and holds all the keys. It is a heart that holds those wondrous memories. The human mind, controlled by the human ego, is very quick to deny the magical side of each child of creation. If you can imagine this, you know that you're tapping into something that already exists, that you have experienced somewhere else in time and space in your many multidimensional aspects. Imagination in your world viewed as positive or negative is always a connection with some past experience held with the cellular memory. If you're longing to do these things again, it is because your heart is now ready to connect once again on more conscious level with the aspect of that embodies that love and pure innocence. Let me tell you even more. It is usually in telos at night during your sleep time when you reconnect with the aspect of yourself. Quite often when Adama is looking for you at night, he usually finds you with the lions and tigers, unicorns and horses are the fairy godmothers. Arulya, does it upset him to have a look for me when he wishes my presence? Antaras Master. It is not only Adama who looks for you from the time to time, but also your beloved Hanamhar. They do not get upset because they know how great your love is for those many kingdoms, and these know how healing is this for your soul. You do spend a lot of time with them every night in your sleep time. When you get away to play with the beings of magical kingdom, it takes either one of them or instant to find. In fact, they are delighted when you so happy. Someday life will be happy on the surface as it is in Telos and in other subterranean cities. It is important that you start dreaming new lives for yourself. Dream of new ways of being living on the planet. Add much magic to the new lives you are dreaming about. Everything in creation always starts with a thought, then dream of thought, and finally allowing the dream to expand into a new creation. Believe in yourself and your dreams, and eventually they will manifest in your daily lives. Here, much fun, dreaming, and imagination. It does not cost anything and could not even quite luxuriative in many unexpected ways. Arulya, tell me more about how we can bring more magic into our lives. Antaras, it is to do with reconnecting with the wondrous aspect of the that embodies the pure child of love and innocence. You have such a great aspect, but not many of you are aware of this. Even among those who are, very few have taken the time to have the interest to consciously get acquainted with. This aspect of you is a wondrous and so beautiful. It holds the key for you to magnifications of the universe and that you have ever wanted to be and to do it. It is an aspect of you from another dimension, but as an aspect that lives hidden within your scared heart and awaits your awakening to its wondrous presence. This aspect waits for you, readiness to allow it to be born again with you and to create you all magic you know once. You have often abandoned this as an aspect of yourself, ignored and even forgotten about it. It always remained intimately connected to the totality of your divinity. This is the loving and playful aspect that you have scorned so often in the rigidity of your third dimension structures. This this inner child is light, limitless, and exhaustically joyous, and is also you. So, in all of the when you watch on YouTube Masters, you see like the inner child classes. So many are giving inner child classes. So, this is what Antaras Master is telling. What is inner child? Like the inner self. When we come to know about the inner self, in the dream state we go into where we are, from where we existed, we go there and we play with that kingdom or that family, everywhere, whatever it is, we will be play with them like happily and come back in the after sleep. So that is the inner child meaning, Masters. In the early time of Lemuria, in the land of Pan, you and this wondrous child were one. Life was wonderful and the perfect for a very long time. There was also magic of love. There was not yet any separation. As you eventually allowed yourself to fall into greater and greater separation from your Godhead and all the wonders that come with you, and gave birth to another child within. The one in the pain and the sorrow, the inner child that you all consciously know about this, whose healing is the topic of so many books. You gave birth to the child of the ego mind that has kept you and this child in separation and pain for thousands of years. You have caged that child in an ocean of negativity. You have neglected and abandoned that child, kept in imprisoned in fear of the many emotions that come with the separation. That is the one now crying out to be healed and reunited with the child of light who lives in so much perfection and wonder. So we have to live with that our inner child happily ever after and with the light energy, with light meditation. If you do light meditation, we can live with our inner child always. Then that's why we are, when you're doing the light meditation, which is presented by Rich TV Telugu Universal Life School, everybody in the sessions are very happy, Masters, very wonderful. They are enjoying their life. Absolutely wonderful. Allow yourself now from a point of choice in a moment of your lives to love yourself and the child of the ego mind with so much passion and compassion that all the traumas of the past will be peeled away by layer. The child of the ego will gradually learn that is a child of God and will be happy and free, and so will you. Be aware that these shared aspects of you do live within your scared heart, and they earn to be united by the unconditional love of all aspects of your being. When the two unite as one through your love of self and embracing of your divinity by the total acceptance of who are really or a divine being in human form, this is when you will be home. Like the prodigal son of the scriptures, you will be invited to return to the Father's house again. This is when the only when all the magic, all the wonders, and all the love you know once will be made available to you. And it does not need to take eons of time. You will need to fully believe in yourself again and be determined to go off all your fears and doubts. The love and grace accorded by the Creator at that time can melt the barriers rather quickly if you ignite the fires of love in your heart with enough desire, enough passion, and enough determination and willingness to heal it. Through so completion, know that the rewards at the end of the tunnel are greatest love, joy, and magic your present mind can possibly imagine, multiplied several thousand times. Arulya Master is asking, this is wonderful, Antaras. Thank you for this reminder. I must admit that on the conscious level, I have neglected both children of my heart. This teaching is so important. Thank you. Now, can you tell me us more of the magic that is awaiting us in the future? Antaras Master, keep in mind that return of magical lives you all earn to find can only come from divine union. Yourself of oneness with all that of life, in the realms of light, you simply cannot create magical lives till you become totally unified with whatever you want to create. This means when you have become the embodiment of love and oneness and you radiate only love, all of the life becomes connected with us as one. From this viewpoint, you can create anything at any time. You can have it all and do it. Whatever it is, all kingdoms unite with us as one, and all elements and the nature spirits are at command every instant to assist you in fulfilling your desires. It is their great joy and service to life. This is this is my friend, the great partnership of love and brotherhood for all. The animals become greater playmates than you ever could imagine. At this present time, the flowers and the plants replenish themselves instantly and perpetually for your pleasure. The grass is always alive but never has to be moved. You are transparent. Transport yourself anywhere at every time instantly. You never again to file out IRS reports or pay for a car or a house insurance. Neither do you have to deal with a nearly bankrupt bank account to pay this month's bills. Life is lavishly abundant everywhere you live. You will live in crystal palaces and never have to pay rent or make mortgage payments. The unicorns hold the secrets to all the hidden mysteries of the many kingdoms, those know and those still unknown to you at this time, and they will delight in leading you to the wondrous magical discoveries. You will wonder why you have taken so long to finally come home to the land of love and magic. This is, my friends, the life that awaits you in the fifth dimension. Nevertheless, you do not have to wait for this event to start creating for yourself lives that are easier and more magical. Start now and you will see how simple it can be. It is not the third dimension that limits you, but your lack of willingness to recognize, and you can have now in the present moment a very pleasant life full of wonders. If one you believed in yourself and open yourself to receiving all the gifts that life is waiting to bestow upon you. Stop denying your gifts. Your Daniel is the main reason why so many of you go without the gifts now waiting to be given to you. It is your Daniel that blocks the way. Arulya Master, what does all of this have to do with dragons? Antaras Master, those of the dragons who are beings of the fifth dimension and above hold the keys to four elements, and we have full mastery of them. This was explained in our last message. You had heard of the magic dragons, and it is the mastery of the elements that assist in creating magic so easily. What it could do with our dragons is that we would like to, after all, you reading this material, our assistance in mastering the elements so that your manifestations may come with greater ease and grace. This is our commitment to you. We may not be allowed to interfere with your free will and learning processes, but it will be our pleasure to whisper in your ears the keys to mastery of the elements as you learn to maintain greater levels of love and harmony at all times. We offer to monitor the progress of those who ask for our assistance, though we will not be the only one doing so. With each level of attainment, you reach into the journey towards spiritual freedom through the ascension process. We commit ourselves to present the next day and the next one to assist you in the mastery of the element. Do you have any other question? Arulya Master, yes, there is something I want to clarify for the readers. Lord Sanananda told me a while ago that because you are a dragon and being of light and love, I can trust you. But he also mentioned that not all the dragons and reptilians can be trusted, as there are a great many still in separation and it could be risky to trust just as any dragon. He suggested that discernment must be used when encountering dragons or other reptilian beings. Can you comment on this, Antaras Master? Unfortunately, this is true. Although many of us dragons and many kingdoms of reptilian race have reached a fifth dimensional level of evolution, not the whole race as there are still great number of reptilian beings incarnated as humans on the planet, and many of them cannot be trusted. There are also many other functioning from the astral plane and could trick you, and you must always be careful, paying attention to your feelings and using your discernment. It is also this way with the human race. Some are ascended, radiating only love and light, but many on the surface are still in separation, would exploit you. Most beings in all galactic classes live on the vibration of light and love. However, they are regenerates, still functioning in separate from the level of astral plane. One must always be vigilant on your plane. It is likely that many dragons will come to trick you. There are many other things to do, but with you, any being in the universe drawn to you, some will be master of light, while others be imposters. Lower level entities posing as masters of light, it is always wise to use your discernment and check in with your guidance. Check with your feelings sent from your heart, not those of a ego mind or from the mental level. You must do this with an being from the other side of the wheel that may come to you. It is an important protection. There are imposters mimicking each master and each group of light beings. Each ascended being that you know about must also deal with a large number of imposters from the astral plane trying to divert you or mislead you in some way from your true and most direct spiritual pathway. You cannot yet be careful enough to as to voice you are listening to even. Even the best meaning people can be easily received by the antitude astral entity. Until you have attained the maturity of full consciousness, you also need to be careful. Not all channel material comes from the masters of light and wisdom. The imposters are very straight about finding their ego mind, who are determined to become a channel before reaching the required level of initiation to be invited by a master of light to become their channel. Until this planet is fully in light, uncomfortably nestled in the comfort of the fifth dimension, you must always remain vigilant and use discernment to avoid the many pitfalls of the ascension process. Those who want to deter you from the pathway and your ascension often come as imposters in disguise of masters of light and wisdom, offering teachings and containing subtle and often so subtle spiritual distortions. Go into peace, my love, and know that I watch you over always read and willing to comfort you to bring you my assistance and magic. So this is from Antaras Master to Arulya Master. Thank you, Master. Antaras Master, we love you, Master. Thank you, Master. Chapter 7, Message from Poshid, Gatril. Greetings and blessings to you have gathered here today. We are blessed by your interest and your love and also by willingness to reconnect with us again. We are today to share our love with you and offer guidance and support. We ask that you now open your heart to us. We open our hearts to you all. In allowing the greatest possible opening for direct contact with us. We have been asked today to speak about the Atlantean emergence that is gradually taking place together with the forthcoming Lemurian emergence in oneness and unity. It is with great joy and excitement that our two former civilizations are merging energies to create a new color of love and unity on this planet. Beware of those who will try to create in your dimension two separate emergencies of our civilizations. Remember what we would be forever. We ascended Atlantean civilization are totally in the service of Lemurian emergence, and we will emerge together as a heart and as a family of light. Our journey of exploration during the time of Atlantis was once again misunderstood, and we will take our place in the hierarchy of beings on this planet among the highest ranks of priests and healers, magicians and sages. My dearest brothers and sisters, know that now for after a long dark night in our evolution, we are so much love and new wisdom to share with you. We are longing to be your side and to comfort you on your journey. We no longer need to offer penance for our prior actions. In truth, the time we have spent working in service to the planet and humanity for the good of all since fall of Atlantis far exceeds the pain and the damage we caused at the time. We give thanks to with all the beginners to Lemurian Brotherhood of Light for assisting us unconditional when we needed it most. We thank them all the heart for sustained love and for diligently working with us through our long periods of healing. It is now for the time to speak our truth about the time of Atlantis. It is for each one of you to pursue and the new light we have embraced for all us together to hold the hands and joy hearts to allow the revolutions of new Lemuria to manifest as a reality in your world. Our time in Atlantis was the grandest demonstration of the misuse of energy that is planet and the human race had experienced. We are given great gifts which is choose to corrupt. We have spoken to you before about our current misgivings, concerns, our actions during the great age of Atlantis. From all of you such forgiveness, we have released much of the denser energies, heart energies, the pain and trauma that remained from the time of destruction of Atlantis. We thank you for very deeply for your compassionate heart. Your forgiveness was received by us gift of healing, balm into our hearts. Those of you who lived on Atlantis before and who suffered the fall have reached into the deepest parts of yourself to release all the anguish and the mistrust that remained from the time. Much to our delight and heartful relief, we see you each day continuing with the clearing and healing. As each of you cleans the whole issues and resistance that you have towards your experiences in Atlantis, we are able to move forward to new, greater expansions of the heart of Lemuria. Truly, we are now all in one, acknowledged and acceptance of this higher dimension of life. It is now for you to bring this new dimension of life into the physicality of your dimension. Once this takes place, our emergence together onto the planet of Lemuria and Atlantean Brotherhood will become a reality for all of us. In fact, we have been here long with you in your dimension, but your frequency did not allow you to perceive us. Actually, it is all of you who will be emerging into the higher vibration of your own divine essence and connecting once again with our vibration rather than the other way around. When the moment comes, we all recognize each other as the true family that we are, and the labels of Lemuria Atlantean will fall away because we are now one. The labels you hold regarding countries or religions will fall away. Once again, we will all live together in the unity and love. Before that full emergence can take place in dimension, many events and transformation must unfold on the surface. There are so many victims in your world today. All the situations, global, personal, that you encounter in your daily life have been called into manifestation because you have created them. The greatest challenge now to face balance your own desires in harmony with the greater good for all. Each of you must understand completely the power of creation that you hold in each moment. The blessings of the transformation on this planet are fully manifesting through the higher vibrational energies that are increasing and also changing reality each and every day. The time of non-participation is over. Each of you is being asked to join the great adventure. Each of you is being called to remember who were in past times. The blessings and the pain, the joy and the sorrows, all the past experience will be their place, their wisdom and their use in your cosmic future. In times past in Atlantis, we choose to manipulate the energies available to us for all self-centered purposes. You have been reached a time in the evolution of your own journey onto the planet when the lessons we learned must come to fruition. Our hearts must continue to stay upon and to embrace old and new experiences. Our minds, however, in concern with the universal mind, must recognize the truth. Atlantis became a civilization that our mind controlled. Out of control, it became disconnected from the nourishing and compassionate energies of the heart and soul. A great number of the Atlantean civilization became concerned with the pursuit of knowledge and power at expense of truth. We did not honor our divine essence or the grace we are given. Your world today is facing very much these same situations. Your present day leaders have been questioned about their conduct and their motives. Just we have questioned our leaders. The answers you are receiving are not striking a harmonious chord with the magic of your souls. The words your leaders speak, many in the instances sound connect and the sentiments expressed may be genuine. Yet when you examine them in our only matter, you have your arts, you know that they are being fed illusion, deception and treachery. You know that this illusion can no longer stand as your creator has decreed the new day of light for this planet. You all have created the duality that you have come to accept and the wheels that you have trying to free yourself of. They have been created to facilitate the learning of great lessons and the gathering of wondrous experience. Just as we created our wheels of solution of the time of Atlantis, thinking we could play with the energies of creation and manifestation without consequences. So you have to be placed blindness on the effects of your own misuse of energy. By energy, we do not only refer to the technologies that you have employed in your present civilization to enhance your lifestyles. We do not speak only of damage that is being done to the environment of your planet, Mother Earth, and to the physical structure of the DNA in each one of you. We do not speak only of the transformation manipulation that takes place in all of your media as method of mind control. We speak mostly important of the misuse of emotional energy on this planet. The emotional energy is true birthright and a great gift, and you have shut it down by the denying it on daily basis. As evolving beings of the human race, you have been gifted with an emotional body unlike any other, as we are to lesser extent. The animal and the plant life of your planet yet feel the emotional body is your weakness, your arches heal, so to speak. Many of you would prefer to get rid of the emotional body. You feel you must contain its energy and disregard its message to you. The true gift of the emotional body is the ability that each of you has to experience the widest possibly array of scenarios over the multitude of the lifetimes and to bring this wealth of experience back to the whole, back to all as in the body of God. The impurity and the irritability of the emotional body has allowed the full expression of that you have experienced in pain and fear. And by doing so, it now allows the full expression that all can be become a spirit. However, this concept was ignored and then forgotten. We attempted to override our emotions with the mind, forgetting that emotions are the conduct of our hearts and souls. You have been awarded a substantial opportunity to bring full force of God through your emotional bodies. You are able to imbue these energies with the uniqueness that each of you possesses. This uniqueness is a direct result of the emotional coloring you have developed lifetime after lifetime in the electromagnetic and crystalline grid of this planet. Your emotions are not energies to be ignored or subsumed. They are not the energies to be abandoned or mistrusted. They are truly the wholly a representation of your individual flame that must be nourished in order to burn strong and pure. The mistake made in Atlantis was so enormously believed that we could retreat from our homes or hearts from all that made us human. By creating ourselves as a state of intellect superiority which could make us more than human. This is our greatest folly as we further those in the power today in the world. Yeah. Thank you, Masters. Love you. And let's do meditation for a while, Masters. Please be in the silent meditation, Masters, for 10 minutes and we'll close the session. Thank you, Masters. Last 2 minutes, masters. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, please come out of the meditation happily, masters. And thank you for attending the session. Master, whoever all on the session, please rejoin at 6:30 p.m. for Divya Sampada by our great master, Vishwa Master Garu. And thank you. Love you all, masters.